Okay. I gotta make sure this is turned down. Alright. I'm gonna do this very similar to yesterday. I've got to make sure this is turned down whenever it shows up. There we go. Hold on. Oh, there we go. Good. The mute's on. Okay. I'll give you guys 1 minute. I normally don't have discussions like this. I deal with mental illness, and I do not believe that mental illness has anything to do with religion or politics. But after what happened yesterday, I feel compelled to. I've been talking to people, and they're scared. So, just like yesterday, I'll turn on the music for YouTube. Let's see here. Okay. All right. Hi, my name's Daryl Phillips, owner of N.A.G.214 Gaming, and what we do here is listening to talk. But today, I just want you guys. I'm going to talk about some things that are going to be maybe offensive to people, but really, I would just want to relay that concept of not being scared of your world around you. Yesterday, if you're not aware, you honestly have been living underneath a rock, but Donald Trump was shot. His attempted assassination of Donald Trump during election time. And the reason why I'm talking about this is because you say, well, what does this have to do with mental illness? Well, the problem is we freak out a lot. And there's something else more nefarious than this. I didn't realize this, and I had to look this up. And I remember 4 years ago, I just started this. I hadn't even been doing my videos yet when the election was going on. A lot of the people that were doing those riots and things were mentally ill. You say, Daryl, that's not true. Yes, it is. Because, no offense, there is a group of people out there that want to use us because they know we're crazy enough to do it. And all they have to do is when we get caught is say that we're crazy and it's a lone shooter. It's not a conspiracy. They use us a lot. I was very saddened by that a lot of the people that were involved in that were mentally ill. They try to manipulate us. And for those normal folk that are scared, let me give you some encouragement. Let me give you some hope here. What happened yesterday, I don't care what side you're on, was wrong. It's not funny. Even if that happened to Obama or somebody like that, which I'm not a fan of, it's wrong. It's not funny. Okay? Let's just get that straight up. N.A.G.214 Gaming is not a political website, but we most certainly do not approve of assassinating leaders of anyone's country. Is that clear? Thank you. Just so you know, my political position on this has nothing to do with the actual politics of it. Now, are there concerns of mine? Yeah. But what I'm really referring to is mentally ill people that will overreact to this. They will not know how to deal with this chaos. You don't understand what it does to us. Sometimes it does make us crazy. We're easily manipulated. I was easily manipulated at one time. Understand that what I just said to you. Understand what I just said to you. I was easily manipulated. And it's sad. This is where you need to carry your ingredients. You understand? This is where you better be doing your steps so you can get better, so you're not easily manipulated. This is freaking dire. I don't care what you think about me. I do care about what you think about yourself. And some people would disagree with me on that. People would say, well, you don't care about anybody. That is just an incorrect statement. I will not defend myself anymore on that. If that's truly what you think, please don't watch my videos. But in this case, a man was shot yesterday. And a person was also killed. You guys think that's okay? Is that what your freaking political position is? Then go live in Brazil. That's how they deal with things. My friend Denise, who's a great friend of mine, she deals with communism. And that's how they deal with it. They arrest their political leaders when they don't agree with them. And they'll still elect them again. I've been telling Denise for a long time because she doesn't agree with her government. Assassinating a president of the United States or anything doesn't solve a damn thing. What it does is cause civil war. Had they completed their task yesterday, just understand the devastating consequences of what may still happen. Me and Sophia have been talking about this for a while now. I talk about this with Dwan. My business may not be successful over something I didn't even do. You think I'm not worried about this? Civil war is coming, I'm telling you now. You guys need to watch for it. If they had completed their task yesterday, I assure you, probably 90% of Texas would have been like, nope, we're not being a part of you no more. This country is lighter fluid, gasoline. And all it takes is one spark. You're going to have another civil war. That's exactly how the Civil War started in the first place. If you guys don't know the story of the Civil War, of how it started, let me just give you an overview to tell you how similar this is. Abraham Lincoln, they said, if you elect this man, we're going to secede from the Union. We're going to secede. They elected him, and then Fort Sumter was attacked by the Democrats. I'm sorry, Democratic people. You sounded. I'm sorry, but it was the Democratic Party that was the South. Yeah, Maggie, we are 100%. And here's the thing. I don't want to get too political, but I'm really worried about people like me. I am genuinely worried about people like me. Because we will do crazy crap. Oh, yeah, you can count on us to make assassination attempts. It's easy to blame us. The crazy guy did it. And you know damn well that's wrong. I won't have it. I fear for this nation. And whether you agree with this or not, I really don't want Texas to be a part of this anymore. The United States wants to do this stuff. Let them do this stuff. No, I'm not crazy, Maggie, but it would be easy for them to blame me. See, that's the thing. That's the manipulation part. It would be easy if like, for example, now I know that I would make some sort of weird decision now, but back in the past. Is it impossible for you to believe that I would not have been crazy enough to do something like that? Then you don't know me. I would have. There was a side of me that has such hatred in my heart back in the day over all sorts of things. Oh, I know. I talk to Larry all the time. I don't. But there's a solution. Oh, it's not political. The solution is this. Start working on yourself. Have want to, ambition to do it. And have it with haste. Snap, snap. Get to it. Have someone to vent to, so you don't make the crazy decision. So you have someone you're talking to, and you get all the crazy crap off your damn head, so you can empty your head, so that you can actually take advice. Good advice. Then you take that advice and you go somewhere by yourself and you think about what that person said, or maybe multiple people. I mean, these are crazy times. Maybe you're going to have to move out of state. It's possible. If your state is one of those states where they're just never going to listen to the people, that they're going to be listening to other things, you might have to move. You might have lived there all your life. These are decisions that must be considered. Do not keep your life in danger just because you lived there for all your life. I just don't agree with that. But the last one is the most boring. Take my friend here, Maggie. My friend Maggie, I've known her for a long time. I have friends on here that I've known for a long time. I have a family. Now, I'm not one like you guys would call family. But Maggie can talk to me about anything. She has advice from my mouth. I take advice from her mouth. Or Lori or Sophia. That's how we win. Debate. Don't attack. Debates, to me, honestly, debate's fun. But debate. Don't make terrible decisions out of fear. I put a quote up there at the top of this video on YouTube, and I said, all it takes for evil to succeed is for good men to say nothing. Keeping your mouth shut ain't solving nothing. And it's usually the people that keep their mouth shut that are the loudest complainers. Have you ever noticed that? They're the ones who walk in the booth, vote for the wrong president, and yes, Maggie. And Maggie, I'm proud of you, by the way, for working on yourself. I'm very proud of you. Maggie's an awesome person. She's Maggie. Even though she's had a life now, she's such a happy person all the time. I love it. But anyway, back to what I was saying. It's togetherness. Okay, so those ingredients are important. Now then, why would the steps be important? The ingredients are important every day, every second of your day. Whatever you do, you need to be carrying those ingredients. You need to be doing those things and knowing you're not alone. Knowing that you always have backup. I always have backup. I have my friends. If I don't know what I should do, I talk about it with them. Last night I got on and I told you guys some things about my past. And I needed to talk. Sophia was asleep. So guess who was my backup last night? You guys were. See, venting doesn't have to be to a person in their face. It can be someone online like that. Everyone's got a camera on their phone. It's funny how nobody ever uses them. You can take a selfie, but you can't vent to the camera on the phone. Because it looks crazy to you. Probably. But you'll feel better afterwards. And you'll listen to yourself, and you'll go, oh, I see what the problem is. Without the animosity. I rewatch my stuff all the time to make sure I do things right. You guys ever thought about that? Just record yourself talking. Vent about whatever it is. Get all the nasty stuff. Call this person this. Call that person that. You don't have to ever show it to nobody. You can vent that way. If you really aren't comfortable with venting like that to somebody else, do it that way. Right? Whoops. Well, I need to make sure that the volume down was off on the phone. But do you hear what I'm saying? That's right, Maggie. Maggie's got a dent on. And so, getting back to this. So how do the steps come into play? Well, okay, clean your house. You're not going to be able to deal with the now, especially stuff like this, if you have not dealt with your past. You will panic. And a person like me with PTSD, I'm going to tell you guys a secret. One of the reasons why I got on last night, I told this to Sophia, and I want to thank you guys for watching my videos and stuff. But I showed something to you guys, and you didn't realize I showed it to you. So let me explain it. I got on video last night because I was having a moment, a PTSD moment, that I was really, my insides were being eat up by the comments from a couple people about me being a narcissist. It really bothered me, and continued to bother me more and more and more. That's right, Maggie. It's a good. That's a good thing. The military does that. Hi, Denise. But I got on yesterday, and you guys didn't know this. I was having a moment. I needed to talk to somebody right now. And I debated for a second whether, and then I'm like, you know what, I'm just going to get on live and just talk about my stuff. So that's what you saw last night. You saw me have a moment in front of you. I literally had it in front of you guys. I was having a real moment, like not fake. And I was having real issues with that word, because it's not fair. It just, you know, it reminds me, PTSD. It reminds me of when I was a kid, and I was abused and controlled, and people just didn't like my mouth. I felt like I couldn't be like that as a kid. I'm 45 now, and I needed to do this business properly. I can't feel like that. So you guys helped me greatly, and I want to thank you for that. But that's cleaning your house. I showed you last night how to clean your house. Go watch the video again. I literally showed you to. I talked about my past. What was bothering me. I had to clean it out. I had to clean it out of my head, or I was not going to be able to be functioning very well. We are old. Yes, we are. No, we're not that old, Maggie. I have too many toys. I collect my Transformers. As long as I have toys, I'm not old. No, anyway, so that was your cleaning your house. But then I also did something else last night. I filled my house with good things right in front of you. Because once I was done, I felt better, and I was able to listen to Sophia later, so forth and so on. That's how it works. That's the first two steps. I showed it to you last night. Rewatch that video. I showed it to you. I even got stopped last night because I did some dodo word like. But if you watch the Facebook version, you'll see the whole thing straight through, and you can see I get irritated and frustrated, and then I had to go back to talking about my problems, even though I got interrupted. You know how hard that was, man. Y'all don't understand. That was hard for me, but I did it. I needed to do it. Third and fourth steps. Do something inside your box. Get good at it. Show other people that you are good at it, that you've gotten good at it, so you can show them. Hi, Denise. So you can show them what to do. Your responsibility, on no offense to everyone that's watching and anyone else who will ever watch this video. Your responsibility is more than just breathing air and taking up people's oxygen. Okay. Go jump in the lake, Maggie. Wow. That's pretty cool. Wait, what lake are you at, Maggie? She'll answer in a second. But I want you to get good inside your box. Your responsibility is to, once you start getting better at stuff, show other people. Do you have to be a teacher like I'm trying to be? No. But try to mentor other people so that they can get better. So now you have someone following you. Now you have someone that you're teaching and showing different things. So when you decide to go outside your box and do different things, that person will have the courage to do the same. That's how we win. We don't win by keeping our mouth shut, by living in fear. I will never live in fear again. You can't imagine what I have been through. I abused myself so damn badly that I shouldn't be here right now. I'm a good person now. So, the fifth step, I can look back at my past, at how far I've come, assess the situation, and ask what's next. So that by the end of this journey, I can look at something like Civil War and say, bring it. Can I help physically? Probably not. Can I help give encouragement to people that are going to be scared if something like that happens? You're damn straight. If that means I don't have a business, oh well, at least God gave me a mouth. God gave me a mouth and the ability to teach. And if I never make a dime off this, oh well. This has never been about money. So if that's my fate, if something like that happens and my business ends, I will always be here till the day I die. And I will always open my mouth even if nobody sees it. I will live my life like that, not in fear. I will never again live in fear. I fear nothing anymore. Death kind of does that to you. I used to fear everything. So that's why when people accuse me of being a narcissist, I can introduce a couple people to a real narcissist if you want to. My cousin knows this is true. She ain't gonna say it out loud, but she knows it's true. My uncle, Gerald, he's a narcissist. He helps people for his own good, not for their good. So people think that he's a good person. He loves being a good person. He loves showing off his goodness. He tried to help Daryl. And my mom hated his guts for it. Because he abused me. That's what narcissists do. They don't help. I mean, the most embarrassing thing he did was he effed my wife. You know? So, yeah, narcissist. People like that are narcissists. And Christy also told me something else that I'm not going to say on here because we don't know what's going on. There's a possibility Gerald might not be completely normal either. Christy made me aware of some things. And I guess y'all don't know how hard it is sometimes. I guess I'm going to have to be a little more understanding of my uncle. If I really believe that people can change, I have to be understanding of other people, especially if they have problems. But the point is that's why being called a narcissist bothered me so much yesterday, because you guys don't understand how much I give to y'all, and it's like I'm not respected for it. I don't want the praise. It's not about the praise. Just recognize that I'm doing something and help me. Go spread the word. That's all I ever ask you guys to do. If you guys want to give me stars, cool. You know, until I get $100 worth of stars, I can't get it money anyway right now. $100. I got to have $100 worth of stars. That's going to be a while. Maybe not so long, but you know what I mean? And so, this world is crazy right now, and I know a lot of people are scared. But to live in the light, you must be light. Using darkness and thinking you're producing light in other words, aka trying to assassinate presidents and stuff. You're doing nothing but creating more evil. It's Sunday. I could get into all biblical stuff about it, but I won't. Even the United States, when it broke off from Britain, did not try to kill the King of England. In fact, Samuel Adams, who was the leader of the Sons of Liberty, they were involved in the fake. To be honest with you, it was really fake. The fake mistrial of the Boston Massacre, which really wasn't even a massacre. It was, they set them up. They wanted the Brits to attack. And John Adams, of course, his cousin, defended him because he was a lawyer, and got him off of the charges, and basically told him, look, you guys keep saying, listen to this. Now listen to this, guys. This is one of our founding fathers. John Adams looked at the court, and he basically said, we Americans, even then, especially then, believe that our castle is our home. Our castle is that you have the right to defend your castle, right? Those men that were standing there had a right to defend themselves against rocks and things that were being thrown at them. They were rioting. They were setting them up. They wanted them to shoot. And they still to this day don't even know who actually fired the first shot. Well, some people ended up dead, and those men ended up arrested, and John Adams had to defend them. John Adams risked his whole career defending the truth, not the Americans. John Adams didn't get a client after that because he risked his whole career because he was defending the truth. And there was this incident where he's with Samuel, and one of the captains of one of the ships gets tarred and feathered in front of him. That's an awful way to... Tarring and feathering is not funny, man. That's torture. Anyway, he looks at Samuel and he goes, Samuel, is this what you want? This is what you want our country to be. Because John Adams was sympathetic to our cause already. That the Brits were wrong for the taxes and all these different things that were going on. And they were abolitionists, and they sure didn't agree with slavery. John Adams looked at Samuel and said, Samuel, there has to be law. You want chaos. You want no law, anarchy. This is the country you want? And he got Samuel Adams kind of just to be less aggressive like that. And believe it or not, Samuel Adams was a very godly man. That's why you don't know much about Samuel Adams except that he made a beer. It's sad that, this world has become in such a way you can't even quote Samuel Adams anymore without offending somebody. Because Samuel Adams mentioned God in almost every other sentence. But that incident happened, and so, so even in the case of our civil war against Britain. In the case of that, there were wrongs being done on our side too. The Boston Massacre was never a massacre. It was set up. It was a set up thing. We know that now. It was a propaganda thing to get more Americans to hate the Brits. It's pretty smart, but yeah. There is nothing I can say to you that's going to stop you from worrying. You have a right to worry about this. All I can tell you is, we are here. My people are here. You can always talk to me about this stuff. I'm very good at it. I'm very good at the history part of it. And I'm very good at understanding these things. I just don't talk about politics like on here, on this one, because it's not apropos to mental illness, necessarily. But in this case, this does affect mental ill people because they want to try to use this to get their agenda across. It's really disgusting. But you guys, you normal folk, You guys without the problems, I know you're worried. You guys try to put on a brave face, but you know you're worried. You know you're worried for the future of your children. You know you are. And if you're not, then you're not a good parent. I'm sorry. The future of this country is dire straits right now. No, I am not a Biden supporter. I will never be. I have a Roth IRA, guys, that I watched drop like a rock. Okay? The Democrats steal, and I'm tired of that crap. You know, I've got to worry about my future, you know. And so, but you guys can have your opinions or whatever. I myself am a Christian. I can never side with a Democrat for that alone. Their platform is evil, in my opinion, and I will never side with them. So no matter who is elected, I cannot vote for a Democrat because of their platform, because of what they run on. It's wrong. And that's just why, that's why I don't really talk about politics. I don't want to make this about that. But for everyone that's involved here, I mean, every one of you is involved. I don't care if you're a Biden supporter, or if you're a Trump supporter, or if you're, I actually like Robert Kennedy too. He's pretty cool. I wouldn't, for all of you folks that are of different political parties and have different views, I can tell you, I'm gonna make maybe I'm wrong. You guys can make comments below. I'm gonna give a 100% probably prediction if I ask this question. How many of you think we're okay as a country? I'll wait. No, I won't. That'll be a long life. But do you understand what I'm saying? That's one thing I know that we all agree on. That there's something wrong. Stop voting your problems away. We have to solve the problem. We have to be better people. We have to hold our government accountable. They think they can do whatever they want to. There are organizations so dark and so evil out there that even now, the fact that they exist bother me. That will use people like me and they make us do awful things because we're not in our right head, and they know they can't. They'll convince us that, if you vote for Trump will take away SSI. Well, to a person like me, like on the streets and stuff, that's our livelihood. Of course we're going to be scared and threatened by that. Just things like that. I love what I do. And this is why. Because I can boldly get on here and look at you in the face and say, I do not fear them. I will never fear anyone again. Living like that almost killed me. If you want that kind of feeling inside of you, instead of the fear that you feel that you have right now, carry your ingredients. Follow your steps. I promise you I will help you through it. But we don't do laziness here. One of the big problems that I had with that issue the other day was the person that was complaining to me. That person, every human being that has met her realized the same thing that I did. They're lazy. We don't do lazy here. Dwan works his ass off. I work my ass off. Denise, she's retired, but she worked her ass off. Maggie here works her ass off. Do you get the trend here? We work together as a family. And I'm not asking. You got a problem? I help you. I got a problem? You help me. And we solve it together. That's a powerful thought. Think on that really. Think on that. That is a powerful thought. That no matter what you do, you can do it and know that you are not alone. You can do anything with that thought. Oh, it's a wonderful thing. It's a wonderful thing. Maggie is 1,000 miles from me. But if she told me, Daryl, something's wrong, I would be on a Greyhound bus right now. Why? Because that's what we do for each other. Sophia, I'm on live. Sophia came. Oh God, it's every live something like this happens anyways. But we fight an enemy that is invisible in reality. And in reality, our biggest enemy is ourselves. You know the one thing I realized when I was going through my past? I can blame Jennifer. I can blame Desiree. I can blame this person or that person. In reality, I chose to be around these people. Now I choose to be around great people. My friend Lori. Lori is misunderstood like Daryl is. Me and Lori had a conversation about that narcissistic thing last night. And she's been called narcissistic. Lori is not narcissistic. That was kind of funny to me. Lori's been letting Sophia borrow her car for a long time, and she doesn't ask anything of Sophia. Does that sound like a narcissist to you? But what it is people that don't have control over their life, they see someone like me, and they see the confidence I have in me, and they look at me and they go, wow, you must want to control everything. Because that's what they've defined power as. They've defined power as, I control what you do. What have I said 1,000 times? Go back and watch all my videos. I have said this isn't like a rule thing. This isn't like carry your ingredients and follow your steps. Or do it my way is really kind of the point of that. It's not about that. You need to figure out how to do it your way, and that's what I try to figure out with people. But if you're not even willing to take a step, yeah, you can't be part of this. Because my friends work for what they have. None of my friends are lazy. And I would say all of my friends have a big heart. And in the end, that's why we're all stronger. Because Maggie knows. Like I said, Maggie knows. All she has to do is call me and say, Daryl, something's wrong. I need your help. I would be in Wisconsin. Lickety split. Sophia knows that too. I don't think she wants to comment, but let me put it this way. When I was talking to Kathleen, when I thought Kathleen was trying to change, I went up to Chicago more than once. Didn't have the money for it. Went there anyway. Because my friend needed help. Does that sound like a narcissist to you? So for me to allow it to bother me yesterday, it's a little silly, but it's a PTSD thing. Hey Sophia, can you wait a minute? I'm almost off. Oh damn it! She's gonna have a smoke without me. Makes me mad. I got the smokes in my pocket. Oh well. Y'all, it's every time. Something. I just don't get it. Anyway, I am going to get off though. I just wanted to give you guys a home. That's all. So, be safe when you're traveling today. Be safe when you're out. Be aware of your surroundings. Know that the world is not the same anymore. This isn't Leave It to Beaver. The people can hurt you for your political position now. You need to just add it to your repertoire. Don't get scared. Add it to your repertoire. Add it to your mind. Know that it can happen, so you'll be prepared. And you guys can talk to me about anything. Give me subject ideas. Tomorrow I'm gonna be discussing. Like I said, sometimes I come on here on a whim, but since that happened yesterday, I needed to come on here. But tomorrow I'll be discussing how to figure out the difference between a person with low self-esteem and a person that's shy. It can be confusing. Lori's idea. Lori wanted me to talk about that, so I will do that. Be understanding of one another, not just from your perspective, but from theirs. You cannot always expect someone to come to you. You sometimes have to go to them too, so they have someone to come to. They know where to go. Some people don't know how to take the first step. Be understanding of yourself. You're not God. You can solve everything. I wish I could. God, I wish I could just snap my fingers and we could all go away, gal. But it's gonna be it's gonna take work. It's gonna take work. Gotta work, guys. Let's get going. Work. Help me work. Let's change this damn thing, man. It's not about who you vote for. We are the United States of America. We say what goes on. They don't get that right. They have crossed the line when it comes to these things. All of them have. I don't care who you vote for. We're the people. Let's start acting like it. Stop acting like sheeple. You know what I mean? Remember, life is fleeting. You're not promised your next breath. So take now to understand more about yourself, to go outside your box and learn something. You never know what you might find. Remember, add this knowledge to your mind. Don't get scared of it. Don't run from it. It's only scary if you don't know. And until tomorrow, may the Lord light guide you in all things. Goodbye.